Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This is going to be my August TBR with my Jenga pieces. And this is going to be the last month where the Jenga pieces look like normal Jenga pieces. I am currently revamping them to be like white. But that's besides the point. This is going to be pieces being picked. I am wearing a different outfit because I filmed the picking part yesterday and I didn't have time to film till today, so that's why I'm wearing a different outfit. But yeah, so here we go. So here is the tower. I'm going to start picking pieces and I'll be picking 8 pieces, so here we go. Let's start off with this one. Highest rated on TBR. So for most of these I'm going to be just reading off the thing, but for highest rated on TBR, making sure you can see that, is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I think that is how last name is pronounced. And this has the average star rating of a 4.7. I do have this book as an ARC, so this does not come out until September 15th. I'm really excited to read this though, but I will read you the synopsis, and because I don't know really how to explain it, I like going into ARCs, especially knowing nothing but the description, so I half the time read the descriptions when I request them, and then do not read the description until I read it. But after her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential program for bright high schools at NUC Chapel Hill seems like the perfect escape until Bree witnesses a magical attack her first night on campus. A flying demon feeding on human energies. That's all I needed to read to know I wanted to read it. A secret society of so-called Legendborn students that hunt that creature down. And a mysterious teenage mage who calls himself Merlin and who attempts and fails to wipe Bree's memory of everything she saw. The mage's failure unlocks Bree's own unique magic and buried memory that is with a hidden connection. The night her mother died, another Merlin was at the hospital. Now that Bree knows there's more to her mother's death than what's on the police report, she'll do whatever it takes to find the truth, even if that means infiltrating the Legendborn as one of their initiate. She recruits Nick, a self-exiled Legendborn, with his own grudge against the group, and the reluctant partnership pulls them deeper into the society's secrets, and they're closer to each other. But when the Legendborn revealed themselves as descendants of King Arthur's knights and explained that a magical war is coming, Bree has to decide how far she will go for the truth and whether she should use her magic to take down the society or join to fight. Honestly, this is the first time I fully read through it. I pretty much read like halfway through and was like, okay, request. I didn't realize this was a Merlin retelling, like a Merlin Arthur retelling type thing until now. So, yeah, that is that. Number 2. This one apparently. Ooh, number generators. Next we have number generator, and for this I got the number 156, and that corresponded to All the Stars in Teenth by Adalyn Grace. And again, I'm going to read this because I actually don't remember what this is about. I added this back in like February and then just never thought about it, so we don't really know what it's about except mermaids. But set in a kingdom where danger lurks beneath the sea, mermaids seek vengeance with song, and magic is a choice. She will reign. As princess of the island kingdom Visidia, Amora Montara has spent her entire life training to be High Animancer, this master of souls. The rest of the realm can choose their magic, but for Amora, it has not been a choice. To secure her place as the heir to the throne, she must provide her mastery of the monarchy's dangerous soul magic. When her demonstration goes awry, Amora is forced to flee. She strikes a deal with Bastian, a mysterious prince. He'll help her prove she's fit to rule if she helps him reclaim his stolen magic. But sailing the kingdom holds more wonder and more peril than Amora anticipated. A destructive new magic is on the rise, and if Amora is to conquer it, She needs to face legendary monsters, cross paths with vengeful mermaids, and deal with a stowaway she never expected, or risk the fate of her kingdom and lose her crown forever. Interesting fact, I literally just read a story with a main character named Bastian. So that's gonna be fun to just have to do that. But yeah, so that's what I got for number generator. Pick number 3. Ooh. No. Do not go. Ooh, published month of TBR. For published month of TBR, I am going to be reading The Rook by Frost K, which is the second book in the Twisted Kingdom series, and I need to go back and read the first one because I don't remember anything. All I remember, I'm literally just going to be like, all I remember it's about a girl named Tempest who is a hound, which is like an assassin type thing, and she is sent on this like impossible mission to kill her like monarch's villain, like their like enemy, which is the villain of the story. And when she does that, all of her like views in life get kind of twisted on its head when things happen. I do not remember like anything besides that. Like I can't tell you a single detail really, except that I remember Tempest has like purple or blue type hair. That's like the only detail I remember. And The Rook is the second in the series, and this doesn't come out until August 17th, so I will be picking this up as soon as it comes out. I am excited to read this, but I just forgot what the first one was about, so I need to go back and reread the first one. So those are like 2 books on the TBR, I guess, added with this one prompt because like I need to reread The Hunt to read The Rook. Number 4, apparently this one. Ooh, a debut. Next we have Debut, which for this I am reading The Bro Code by Elizabeth A. Seibert, and this again is an art. I got this through NetGalley, and this isn't published till September 22nd, but basically it is about a guy named Nick who is best friends with someone, and they have the Bro Code, and when Nick's best friend Carter's sister comes back from studying abroad, let's just say those rules get broken, and that's kind of the easiest way to describe it. And it just seems like a book I like. This was originally a Wattpad book, and I'm pretty sure I almost wanted to read it when it was a Wattpad book, but it was a paid story, and I didn't have no money, but I was able to get an arc of this book. I actually see this all the time in the paid stories thing on my Wattpad when I go on it. Yes, I'm a Wattpad reader as well as a normal reader. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say about that. Pick number 5. I'm gonna pick... Oh, that seems like a very dangerous one to pick. Yellow Cover. Next we have Yellow Cover, and for Yellow Cover I'm reading Late to the Party by Kelly Quindlen, and I'm going to again read this because I don't really know much. But 17 is nothing like Cody tell or imagine. She's never crashed a party, she's never stayed up too late, she's never been kissed, and that's not just because she's gay. It's because she and her 2 best friends, Marcia and Jacori, spend more time in her basement watching Netflix than engaging with the outside world. Me and my friend, that's all we do. So when Marcia and Jacori suggest crashing a party, Cody's highly skeptical. Those parties aren't for kids like them, they're for cool kids, straight kids. But when Cody stumbles upon one of the cool kids, Ricky, kissing another boy in the dark, an unexpected friendship is formed. In return for never talking about the kiss, Ricky takes Cody under his wing and draws her into a wild summer filled with late nights, new experience, and one really cute girl named Lydia. The only problem? Cody never tells Marcia or Jacori about any of it. And yeah, this is just, I feel like this is something I like because I feel like I feel for Cody. I'm like, I don't want to go to parties. I'd be skeptical if I got invited to a party by a friend or was planning on crashing a party. I've never crashed a party, never stayed out too late unless I was with family, never been kissed, and all that. So I kind of relate to her as that, definitely. So I'm really excited to read this. I'm terrified this is gonna fall. Oh, number 6, adaptations. Next we have adaptation, and for this, judge me all you want, I am reading After by Anna Todd, and this is a reread for me. I'm rereading it because of the After We Collided movie coming out in, I think it's like September 25th or something for me in Canada where I live. But this book is about a girl named Tesla who goes to college and ends up getting strung up with this bad boy named Riordan, and you can go from there, like, but yeah, I'm excited to do a reread of this. I'm not even looking at the camera because I feel so embarrassed that I love this book. It's just a reread for me. But, oh god. Let's just move on. Number 7, I lost track. Yeah, 7. Oh my lord. Red cover. Next we have red cover, and for this I'm going to be reading The Mark of Athena, and yes, it's technically more of like a pinkish color, but I'm counting it as red because it's kind of red. Also, like, I really need to read this, and this I'm going in knowing nothing, so I'm not going to explain it because I honestly want to know nothing. All I know is that it is the 3rd book in the Heroes of Olympus series, and I've heard it's really good. I've read the first 2 books in the Heroes of Olympus series and all of the Percy Jackson books. So yeah, I'm going in literally knowing nothing. And for finally number 8, Do Not Fall. Oh my lord. Lowest rated on TBR. That one's going to be interesting. And finally for lowest rated, we have How to Break an Evil Curse by Lara Morrison. And this I am going to read this because I barely remember what it is about. So, the king of the land of fertility has incurred the wrath of his ex-bestie, the evil wizard Farland Phelps. Farland curses the firstborn's king to die if touched by sunlight, and just like that, Juliana must spend her entire life in the depths of the castle dungeon, and empties of prisoners and redecorate it in the latest fashion, of course. A young woman of infinite resources, she has all the needs of a spirit. A young woman of infinite resourcefulness, all she needs is a serving spoon, a loose rock and wall, and 8 years of digging, and Juliana is free to explore the city, just not while the sun's out. Warren Kensington is a member of the Seafaring Traveling Theater troupe, and has the unwitting magical cure to the curse. When the pirate ship he's sailing on is damaged in a stormy sea, he goes ashore and bumps into Juliana on the streets of the capital. The pair accidentally set in motion a change of events that uncovers Farland's plan to take over the throne. Juliana, Warren, and some friends they meet along the way are the only ones that can save the monarchy. But the farther they go along the increasingly ludicrous journey, and the more citizens they meet, the more Juliana wonders whether her dad's throne is worth saving from an evil and greedy wizard. Well, sure, but from the people of fertility who are trying to spark a revolution, the people suffering in poverty, malnutrition, and other forms of medieval peasant hardship. It doesn't take Juliana long to find out that the real world is far more complicated than black and white fairy tale. I stumbled on that a lot. I haven't read this since I got the ARC. This is an ARC. It doesn't come out until October 13th. I was able to get an ARC. But yeah, and those were the 9 books that I need to read this month. But then there's also 2 more that I don't need to read, but I need to read, which is The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare, which is the first book in the Elder Curses series. And this is about Alec and Magnus going on their, like, first trip as a couple, and they go through Europe and things go awry. There's demons and this parent-like cult type thing that Magnus was rumored to start. If you don't know what, like, this overall series is, it's part of the Shadowhunter Chronicles. I'm not going to explain this much more, but I need to read this before The Lost Book of the White comes out on September 1st, which I'm hoping I can pre-order. I almost have enough money saved up, but yeah. And then the final book that I have to read, is King of Fools by Amanda Foody, and this is the second book in the Shadow Game series, which the third book comes out September 1st as well, so I need to reread this so I can read that. And this series is about a girl named N whose mother goes missing, and N travels to the city of New Rains, which is aka the City of Sin, to find her mother. And it's this very, like, gang mafia type story, and this is the second book where N ends up leading her own gang and shit hits the fan so much. This is a reread. I have 4 rereads on this TBR this month. But yeah, I am also taking part in the Tome Topple Readathon. I will have an entirely separate TBR for that probably within the next, I want to say the next week. I'm not sure, but it'll definitely be posted before the readathon starts or when the readathon starts. But I will have the link to the announcement video on Thoughts on Tomes YouTube. Oh my god, I'm stupid. That talks about all of everything about this. Basically, it's a readathon where you read big books over 500 pages, and I have a couple of those on my TBR this month, and I might add more. I'll have an entirely separate TBR for then. But yeah, this was my TBR for the month of August, and bye!